Hi, beautiful Virgo. Welcome to Where Am I? A New Era. My name is Emma. Kept the beanie on today because it's a little bit chilly here. I'm sitting in Sweden and it is windy like heck. And so I don't know if that's going to disturb it's a little bit shaky, the Wi-Fi here today. And I do apologize if it sort of interrupts the video. I just want to keep it as authentic as I can. So I'm going to sort of stick to the video. I already started over a couple of times, so I just hope that I can do this. I couldn't do this. I tried to do it yesterday, and the internet just kept, it just didn't work. So we're trying again here today. I know it's forever ago since I did your reading. I saw it was 3 weeks ago, so I'm so happy to be back here with you. Let's just jump right in and see the overall message, the overall energy. And then we're just going to go deeper and deeper into this message, into this energy for Virgo. And it's going to be for about January, but definitely going into February as well. Let's see what that was. And then at the end, I'm going to talk about 2 options to get your extension. If you're interested in this reading, if you feel like this is my reading and I'm intrigued by it, I want to know more. Let's go deeper. There's going to be 2 choices, but I'm going to talk about that at the end because it's not everyone that wants to come to the extended. So we're getting the Dolphin card, Virgo. Don't worry, be happy. To hear the wind. I don't know if the camera, yeah, it's so windy. It's so windy outside that the camera picks it up. The microphone might pick it up. Let's see if we can do a little. Dolphin card. So there's a lot going on is what I'm getting. The first thing I'm getting is there's a lot going on. There's like, it can be just ideas and ideas and ideas, or like things thrown at you, like more and more things, like you're so busy, like there's so much coming at you. But there's something about like it goes over your head. It doesn't really sort of you might be affected by it a little bit. Like you might feel like there's like this wind, like it's so windy. If I were to be outside, of course I would not miss that it's wind. I took my boy to daycare this morning and he was just laughing. He was like, what is going on? Because we live so close to the daycare, so we take little walks there. Was there? I was like, maybe we shouldn't have walked. But yeah, anyway, of course you're gonna notice it. But like, it feels like there's this wind. I hear this wind, and there's a little bit of a like interruption in the internet. It's like stuff like that, but it sort of doesn't bother you. I just feel this. It sort of goes over your head. I don't know why just yet. We're going to figure that out. Whether this is like you just sticking to your guns, like you're sticking to whatever you have on your agenda, whatever you have on your plan or like schedule or in your mind, like this is where I'm going. And if this is like a very metaphorical general thing, like, okay, so life is happening, but you don't really care because you're just focused on getting to where you want to go. Like you have a mission, like here's my plan. Or if this is very like detailed, like down to the nitty-gritty of stuff, like down to the, okay, so we have this thing and this thing and this thing happening today, and you're like, but yeah, I'm gonna do those things tomorrow, very practical stuff, and I'm gonna stick to this 4th thing, or the thing that feels like most important right now. So we're gonna go deeper there. Dolphins overall, most beautiful species, right? Like they're so playful and unique, and I just find them so sharp and so smart. And like if there's such a thing as an animal genius, and I don't know why I say that. I have nothing to go on. Like dolphins are just such geniuses. I mean, obviously we have other species in our country, in our world, that are just phenomenal at what they're doing. But there's something with the dolphin, like the dolphin's so playful and such a genius. So I don't know. Do you recognize yourself in that? Why is this here for Virgo, please? Why is the dolphin card here? There's people that wants your attention. People wants your... You know what? There's a couple of other things coming out here now. Foundation and achievements. Number 4. So first I want to say, listening into this, you could be quite a public figure. You could be like somewhat famous, or like a public figure that just... Sorry, just... Like... There could be people that like wants your attention because you're a public figure, because you are, if you were to, I don't know if you're so famous that if you were to walk outside, everyone would recognize you. But I think within your field, like within what you're doing, I think people would recognize you. And like people are like coming to you for your expertise in something, or for your like, yeah. Obviously this is not going to be for everyone, but there's something to it that, and it can be just sort of, if we sort of translate that into, if you're this sort of person on a big company, like a big company, you could be like a very, like, not everyone is going to know everyone's faces, but they know yours because you're this either like a boss type, or you're this leader, or you're this like, people just recognize you. And so you're a little bit more like in the public eye, or recognizable. And so I just feel like there's a lot of people that wants your attention. They're reaching for your attention. And I just find this vibe a little bit like, you're not really having any of it. You're a little bit over it. Like you just want to sort of stick to your own. And then I also see like a party. I see like there's these party people, and they're just having a ball. They're just having lots of fun. And we have people over here like mingling and just having like, yeah, having tons of fun. And then you're like on your own a little bit. Like, I'm just going to stand over here because I don't really want to participate in the party. For whatever reason. Let's see if this is significant. So let's see if this is important. Because next card coming out, foundation and achievements. Yeah, you just have, you have a mission right now. Like you're going somewhere. It's like whatever everyone or everybody else wants to do. That was a tough one. I'm not saying this is the case. I'm just being given this analogy, so I'm going to use it. When everyone else is out spending their money on alcohol, like they're just, they're buying maybe a little bit too much alcohol, so they don't necessarily fully enjoy themselves, and the day after is just no fun. It's just overindulging in that type of thing. Meanwhile, Virgo is sort of saving that money up for, not for a rainy day, but for like something that you have your eye on. Like you go do that. You guys just go do that. But I'm on a mission here. I have like something, it's an analogy. So it can literally be anything. Like if you feel like everyone else is doing they're occupied with something else, or with like mundane life, or with like everyday life. But Virgo has a very specific target or goal, or like you're on a mission here. Like you know what you want. You're gathering it can be like your closest family. It can be family, tribe, like not by blood is what I mean. It can be like soul tribe that you're gathering, coming together with like-minded people and sort of sharing your vision. Like, this is what I see. Okay, guys, come here. Like, this is what I see. I have this vision for what I want for the future. I'm going for it. Everyone else seems to be a little bit occupied with a lot of other things, but this is what I'm doing. This is what Virgo is doing. Then we have the rainbow there as well. So the rainbow for me always speaks about balance, being connected to you, being connected to your soul, being connected to your mission, to your purpose. And since it just sits beautifully on top of this, it's just everything is working out perfectly. It might have not in the past because it feels like almost you had to sort of train yourself to get to this point where you really had your focus on what you want and not waver and not sort of, well, I find this more fun today. No, we're going to stick on the path, right? And then with number 4, it's a heart matter. It really matters to you, and it's about laying a new foundation. And the card is foundation and achievement. So you're going after what you want, and you're really going to get it. Can we just have some explanation here about the public figure, or like wanting to be on your own here for a little bit? What is that about for Virgo, please? Two of Gabriel. Make bold and ambitious choices. Great progress is possible. Important relationships with people who share your vision. So yeah, it's like, I see this under the dome thing. Like there's this big, like you're under this energy dome or glass dome or whatever you want to call it. Today it shows up actually as a rainbow, and then as a double rainbow, like it's being mirrored in water. It's a really clear rainbow that's working with you, that's working for you. And yeah, the message that I'm getting is just that it's not so much about being the public figure. It's not so much about, it's more about, okay, so you're very much on your journey. You're very much on your path to what you want to achieve, and you're sharing the vision with like-minded people. Like-minded people will come in, even though they're not flooding. Like you're quite alone in your vision. You're quite, like whatever this is. If this is like a general thing, you're alone at the top, where you see things clearly, and it's not many that are on the same boat. If that makes sense, but it takes that one person, it takes that 1 or 2 people that just comes in and shares your vision. And even though they don't necessarily get it from the beginning, they might not be like completely on board and completely understand what you're talking about or completely share your vision. Like they would have come in with the exact same vision, like, oh my God, we have the same vision. It's not like that. It's more like, oh my God. It's more like, I'm just thinking about my little boy. Who just, like, I think it was yesterday or something. It was the first day that he in Swedish, he went, oh my God. And it's like, is that because I say that? Is that, we're like, where do you pick up that stuff? Anyway, yeah. So even though they're not with you on the first hour, they are having an open mind, and they are, excuse me. I just remembered that before starting this video here today, I was thinking about, it's so interesting, because I thought that I was thinking, that's what's going on. I was thinking about like a future workshop thing. I'm looking to, like, I'm excited to get out there again, and I've been having these workshops in Sweden. For people to come join in person, not just like over the internet or something like that, but like after this pandemic just sort of starting to slow down and finding normalcy again. I was thinking about this workshop thing, and I was thinking that I should like start, and this is not even like on the radar just yet. It's not something that I'm planning on doing just yet. It's in the back of my mind, so I understand that, something is percolating, something is working there, although I don't have like a full, like, I don't even know what it's going to be about. So today I was thinking, as I start this workshop, that I don't know what it's going to be about and when it's going to be, I would start with like telling people, and I've said something similar in the past, but this time I wanted to say that I would just have them all promise to themselves to keep an open mind. Just promise to themselves to keep an open mind. Putting my feet up. And to just for this day or for these 2 days or however many couple of days we're going to be together, to just sort of, yes, I know this to be true up until this point, but for these 2 days, for these next 2 hours, for these next 2 days, whatever, I'm going to keep an open mind about what's true. And then now I'm doing your reading and it's like, maybe it's for the workshop as well. But since that's not on the radar, like anytime soon, really, it's for you. There's something here, and I think it's not Virgo. I think it's not Virgo. I'm not sitting here saying, Virgo, I just ask of you to just for this couple of next hours, just keep an open mind. I think that is you saying that to someone else. I think this is you introducing someone else to it. That was a long way to get to that point. But I think there's something in it that, like, we think that we receive certain things about certain things, and then we find out, like, oh my God, that's what it was about. Like, I just was thinking about that. And it's because I learned today, like, instead of like, why am I thinking that? Like, I'm just going to not think about that because I'm not planning any workshop tomorrow or this weekend. Like, I don't have to think about that now. I sort of let the craziness go on. Like, I just let it be there doing what it does. And then to find out this is for this. Like, it fits somewhere along the path. It's going to fit. It's going to make sense why I was thinking those things. And so that's a message in itself. You might get messages sometimes and you don't know where they fit just yet, but just wait a minute or wait a day or two and there it was. And I think you're going to share a vision with someone and you're going to ask them to keep an open mind. And I don't even think that you need to ask them to keep an open mind. Maybe it's just a little bit of a preparation so that they will be more sort of receptive to your idea or your vision. Although I don't think that you would have attracted this person or these people in the first place had they not been open to your vision, if that makes sense. So very like-minded people, like, we're doing this, we want to share this vision, you have an idea about something and you want people on board. And like I said, you're quite alone on this journey, but it takes that 1 or 2 people to get on board with this for you to sort of execute it. For some of you, it can be such a simple thing as an assistant that understands what you're about. Like, you can't have a person, even though your assistant doesn't necessarily have to, like, they're not even going to speak what you're speaking or like whatever. They sort of need to be on the same page to understand what you're doing, what you're about, if that makes sense. Okay. What else around this for Virgo, please? Yeah. 6 and 7. So there's a progress to this for sure. We have third eye chakra and patience and planning. So it's all about following your instincts right now, following your intuition, moving forward with your plans, with this vision that you have, this focus, this goal. And then it's patience and planning, like, to just continue to be patient and continue with your plan and continue to be patient and understand that soon enough it's going to come to fruition. We have foundation and achievements. Like, you're laying the foundations for this right now as we speak. And this card, if you look at it, like, on one side here, it looks like a blueprint. It looks like a sketch. But as the seasons change, we're going to come into the reality of it. Like you're going to manifest. One is a sketch, like one is a drawing, and the other one is real. And it's going to happen. You just need patience and you need planning, and you need to just follow that intuition of yours, and it's going to be so good. So there seems to be like you're going for something right now. You have your eye on something. You have your focus on something that you want to achieve. This could also be like a gazillion ideas. Like I said, there's so many ideas coming, like almost being thrown at you. Once you sort of open that Pandora's box, it sort of just floods in. Like it's just swirling around so many ideas about what to do. People wanting your attention, but you're not having really any of it. You're just really focused on where you're going. You're achieving something beautiful. Like you're laying a foundation and achieving something gorgeous here with like-minded people. And up until this point, you might have felt like I'm so alone in this, or it's just me. It's just one person doing this. Like you don't have the stamina to go it alone, or it's not fun to go it alone. And it feels like this is, whatever this is that you're building or the vision that you have, it needs more people. Like you can't be every part or every person in this. Like it's just too one of you for that. Okay, I'm going to move this into the extension. If you feel like this is your story, this is your reading, then you're so welcome to the extension. I'm going to talk now a little bit how that's working. Long story short, I've kept Vimeo for now. I end my contract with them in August or September, somewhere there, I think. And for right now, I cut the price in half. I literally cut the price in half. You can no longer buy it, but you can rent for 48 hours for the cost, the half of the cost that it's been before. Or you can go onto this donation site, Buy Me a Coffee. I posted both of the links to that in the description box. You just go there, and I upload all of these extendeds in the Buy Me a Coffee site where it's donation based. And once you bought me one cup of coffee, you will have access to every single thing that I upload in the future on the Buy Me a Coffee site. So obviously I want you to continue to support the channel and support me. But I just want to say, like, once you're in, you're in. Okay? So either or, come to Vimeo or come to Buy Me a Coffee. I'm going to have those two choices being delivered to you at the moment and for the next 6 months. I also posted about my new channel, My True North. Go check it out if that sounds exciting. I hope to see some of you in the extension. If not, thank you so much for watching, Virgo. I hope to see you soon. Bye. We did it. It didn't cut out.